This is the Daily Brief on Big Heart Radio 92.1 FM, Asaba, the only station that beats for you. I am Marvelous Acme. And the Daily Brief is a newspaper review show here on Big Heart Radio, where we get to take a look at headlines that have made it to the cover pages of national newspapers in Nigeria. So this morning we'll be taking a look at the Pointer, the Punch, Vanguard newspaper, and then if time permits, we can take a little more. But for now, I would like to let you know that I'm not alone in the studio, and if you're watching us live on Facebook, you can see that I am not alone in the studio. And we have guests in the studio this morning. Good morning to you. That is Tony Okunebi. Oh, I forgot to include Yokba again today, but you're welcome to the show.
Yeah, good morning.
Okay, so we'll be starting with the Pointer newspaper. Yes, let's begin with the Pointer this morning, where we have Oborewori pledges partnership with performing local government chairman as he commissions cottage hospital in Okpanam. So the Delta State Governor, Sheriff Oborewori, he reiterated his administration's resolve to extend strategic infrastructure and human capital development. You can find that on, it's continued on page 3 of the Pointer newspaper. This is actually quite commendable, the local government taking on such a project.
You see, that's what it's expected of them. Before now, we used to see local governments have zero allocation, no money,
Yes.
nothing. They cry every day. But thank God, we are seeing differences
Yes.
across the local government, where council chairman nearest to the people
Yes.
are now being responsive to the people in terms of citing projects according to the needs of the
Of the
community.
people, yes.
Like in Okpanam now, they usually travel all the way from Okpanam to Asaba
Yes.
to access medical care. Even to the least primary health care center, they don't have.
Not even a health center. Not even a health center.
They don't have functional health center. So they move all the way from there to Asaba, which is nearest to them, for medical care. But I'm happy that the council chairman took the bull by the horn by citing not only a health center, but a cottage hospital.
Yes.
There's difference between health center and cottage hospital.
Okay, tell us.
That place must have a resident doctor,
Okay.
nurses, qualified nurses to work. So it's a good one. And I think other council chairmen should also do something similar
Yes.
in their various local government, so that this idea of carrying somebody from one end of the state to Asaba for healthcare, I think it should be a thing of the past. If this kind of medical facilities are cited across the 25 local government, I don't think we'll be having some kind of serious issue, except the one beyond their control. They can bring it to the tertiary health institution that will have across the 3 geopolitical zones.
Yes.
We'll have tertiary medical facilities across the 3 senatorial zones. So which one is nearest to you? If your cottage hospital can't handle it, you take it to such facility. We have a Warri, we have in Uwili, we have in Asaba. They cut across the 3 places.
Okay.
We also have in Owara. That's all.
Okay, that makes sense. Thank you. Okay, so kudos to the local government on this one. We like to see more feats like this. Away from that headline, still on the Pointer, we have Tinubu directs immediate rescue of Niger abductees. Tinubu directs immediate rescue of Niger abductees. It's a good directive. Yes, release the Niger abductees, but how about we do more about securing the country and not issuing directives to get people that have been abducted to be released?
Nigerian government has always been reactive. Not that they don't know.
Yes.
They know, but they always want to be reactive. In real sense, security operatives should be proactive, because they have what we call intelligence gathering.
Yes.
And probably within that environment, they must have said, we are coming tomorrow. And they must have also put a call across to security agencies. But when they look at no directives
Yes.
to take on the situation, they relax until it happens. So security operatives should be more of proactive in nature than being reactive. Then giving in the directive now from the commander-in-chief, say, rescue all abductees. You're also watching his body language, like I said.
You did mention this the last time. That it's not enough to just issue the order. You have to issue a directive. Act like it.
What is your body telling us to do?
That kept me up at night. I'm not going to lie. It kept me up at night. Like, seriously, is that even a thing?
You know, when we were growing up,
yes.
You know, if visitors are in your house, your parents might just say, hey, leave that place.
Yes.
You are not looking at, you are not hearing his voice. You are looking at his action.
Yes.
What is his body telling me to do?
Especially when they are offering you food.
No, some might not even say anything.
Yes.
Maybe a visitor wants to give you biscuit. Your mother might just be looking at you. You already know what she's saying.
Yes.
That don't take. Then if you go ahead to take, let the visitor go first.
I actually feel this one as a child, and it was just once. After that, learned my lesson.
Okay, you learned earlier.
I didn't learn early enough. I think I was the only one who failed Daddy. Daddy just kept saying, "Nah, I'm out. Take now. Is this not Auntie Helen? Take now. She's offering you a drink." I'm
collect
first. Take. And that was the only time my dad ever actually hit me as a child because he was disappointed.
No, we like those things. We're always victims of that.
Yeah.
Because we must always collect.
You have to read the body language.
You must study the body language.
It's sad that this is even being in a very sensitive situation, and in security, I would expect it to be something of yes or no. It's now been reduced to something that you have to try to decode the person's body language instead of just taking action. It's sad
because security has been politicized, and as such, when you act without actually understanding what that person meant by the directive, you'll be held accountable for any collateral damage. Because most times in the course of rescue operation, lives are lost. Innocent lives are lost when it is a rescue operation, not a release operation. Release operation is a kind of exchange.
Yes.
They give us our man that you are holding. They will give us these people. That's release operation. But the rescue operation, there must be fatality. And so if you act based on the fact that he said rescue all adoptees, it's a direct instruction. And in such an operation, lives, injuries will be involved.
Yes.
And who takes responsibility on such injuries, either on the side of the adopters and the abductees? That's the situation. If the government says go and rescue these people, anything that happens will take responsibility. That is the kind of directives they are waiting to hear. Anything that happens will take responsibility.
Yes.
Will take care of your family or the family of the dead security operatives. Will take care of the whatever injured adoptees and whatever. So that is the kind of directive that they are waiting to hear.
Yes.
Not rescue, and then you go and sleep. If they don't rescue, what happens?
It's actually a terrible, terrible situation.
So,
okay, we have another interesting headline here on the Pointer that says street mob action as homicide, IG orders CPs. And this has been trending a whole lot on social media.
Honestly,
someone is caught for stealing an umbrella.
You just kill him for nothing.
You get attacked. No, lately it's been dancing. They probably strip them naked. They post them on social media. They ask them to dance. I saw one yesterday. The guy was really lanky. Someone just carried him on the shoulders and then smashed him on the ground. I'm like, what exactly did this person steal? I understand, yes, they could come at you like, oh, you've never been stolen from. That's why you would feel pity for them. They don't change. You have to do this. But it's becoming too much.
Yeah, you see, there are rules and regulations guiding actions that even the ordinary citizen.
Yes, it's not the jungle.
So we are not animals. We are not in a zoo environment where you just take laws into your hands. The ideal thing is you catch somebody who steals one or two things. What the law says is take that person to the police for police to take action on such a person. Not you. There is an agency empowered to deal with issues of criminality.
Yes.
And not we. Even the local vigilantes,
yes,
are not even empowered to do certain things the public do. But do you know why the public vex their anger on such person? Because of also the experience they have entertained from criminals. You find a criminal breaking into your house, stealing your property, and in the course of that, somebody is being shot dead, or somebody is being raped, or one thing or the other happens before your eyes. When you find somebody who steals one maize, one corn, one roasted corn, you will remember that action back.
Yes.
And then pour your anger
yes,
on such a person. So it is the society, it is the effect of society that has turned
past trauma that has been accrued, so you now take it out on the one that you finally caught.
Into that actions you see. Because sometimes if you allow that person go, he will still come back again to steal from you, or you pity him because the law said, then take the person to the police. The next day you see the person walking on the street. You begin to wonder what actually happened.
Yes.
Because you expect that the police will take that person off the street, either to a rehab center or to the prison for actions coming. Even if you stay in the prison for like 1 week, our Nigerian kind of prison, not the Oyibo kind of prison. If you stay in our Nigerian kind of prison for 1 week, when you come out, you directly become a pastor because of the condition you find in such places. But that alone too will harden a hardened criminal. You see, instead of being a correctional center, it becomes a center where they even learn more dangerous things by the time they come out. So the public also understands this and decide to say, let's deal with this person our own way. And that's where the government is frowning at the process of also the public handling situations on their own.
Yes.
It's becoming highly unbecoming.
Yes.
Because most times it sends a very bad signal to the outside world.
It does.
The kind of human beings that Nigerians are.
Yes. It does. And then sometimes I mean I cannot even blame Nigerians, because it seems when the people that you've trusted to handle these issues, when it seems like they've failed, sometimes you feel like, well, at this point I'm helpless, I have to protect myself, I have to do this myself, even though it's outrightly wrong. But then the government, they've spoken. Let's move on to the Nation newspaper this morning. We have confusion rocks Atiku's fuel subsidy return campaign as ex-VP changes position 3 times in 1 week. Media aides make contradictory statements.
You see where the problem is now.
Okay.
Before you engage a media aide, ensure that such a person is grounded with what you are engaging him to do.
Yes.
Because today he will say A, tomorrow he will say B, next tomorrow he will say C. It's just like the situation with Atiku right now.
Yes.
Find out from your principal his position on a particular issue before going out to defend him. Not because anything you say it's assumed that that is what is in his mind.
Yes.
That is the essence of being the media aid to somebody. Preempt your principal, engage him before going out to say something that he has given you the permission to say. Not coming to tell us fuel subsidy will be returned. Tomorrow, fuel subsidy will be amended. Next tomorrow, I know now.
Yeah, we're not returned. This time, I think this time their stand has been that they are not going to return it to exactly how it was. They are going to subsidize the crude oil to refineries.
Don't just do it. Don't just try it at all, because the removal, let's find alternative solution to solving that problem.
Yes.
Because if you return it back, the corruption starts all over again.
We actually did discuss this extensively on the platform yesterday.
Yeah, we don't want it at all. We don't need it. We don't need it. There are ways and means of cushioning the effect of fuel subsidy removal. Why must it be particularly on fuel subsidy? Electricity income. Can they subsidize the electricity? They should leave fuel. We're already used to it. They should cushion the effect by creating more outlets for job opportunity for people to work and survive. It is not fuel. Fuel has nothing to do. Fuel is just 1% of the problem that Nigerians have. They should solve other problems like fixing on the roads, providing electricity for people, for small SMEs to thrive, and then nobody will talk about fuel. Because when you have money to travel, you just travel. Even at the cost of the fuel, now people still travel. Don't people fly? People fly. So create opportunities, enabling environment for people to invest their money, and then nobody will talk about fuel at all. So bringing it back is the same way, is the same thing as creating another problem on its own again. So what is gone, let it be gone, and then we'll continue fashioning another way out.
All right. Okay, still on the nation, we have Igberi Papa petitions Tinubu on Niger Delta region PAP, and that something is age 16. And we have to win drug war, barons must lose their wealth, says Marua, and that's on page 41 of the nation. We have palliative work begins in Ado Kaba Benin-Asaba roads, that's on page 45. And we have IG, Nigeria's security crisis, now interconnected networks. Okay, and that's also on page 3 of the Nation newspaper. All right, let's move away from the Nation. Let's go to the Vanguard newspaper. This morning on the Vanguard, we have highways of horror. Motorists will spend 4 days on Benin-Asaba road. Recount ordeal, and federal government to review concession roads apologizes to Nigerians. Federal government, we've had so many apologies from them lately. And then even for roads, they still have to apologize to the road users, business people. A whole lot of persons have been affected by this. Well, we would not dwell too much on this because we have the platform to discuss all of that. All right, still on the Vanguard, we have Dolly Parton, US country music legend, dies at 80. This actually broke my heart yesterday. I just saw that from a group chat, and it just, I don't know why it hurts me that much. I mean, she's 80, but death, no matter the age, death still comes as a shock. Yes, it does.
I used to know her.
You used to know her?
I used to know her as the woman of coat of many colors.
Coat of many colors, yes. Jolene, coat of many colors. She has, yes.
That's the only thing I enjoyed from her music.
How about I Will Always Love You? She sang it first before Whitney Houston.
For those who like love music.
Oh, you don't like love music? Now, the ones where they give you strong mind, do you like?
So, anyway, there's nobody that dies that won't touch anybody, especially persons like Dolly Parton that made impact globally. Her music, you can imagine once her music comes out, we first hear it in Nigeria. but our music will come out in Nigeria. They don't even hear it.
You have to make your mark.
So
they've paid their dues.
She really, really made impact.
Yes.
In the lives of virtually everybody, because there's nobody that said, I don't know this woman. Even the children born today, with the technology we have,
yes,
they must have listened to her music, and so there's no way you won't say, this woman didn't try. Dying at 80, well, she lived well.
Yes,
she lived a life of impact.
Yes.
So those who actually are in tune with her music broke down in tears, e.g. the person sitting directly opposite to but people,
I really am her big fan.
But people like us, we don't have time for those feminine voices.
It's understandable. No problem.
So sorry for the death of my mom.
Thank you. Okay, still on Vanguard, we have 2027, why coalition failed to pick single presidential candidates. That's coming from Amechi, and it's on page 12 of the Vanguard newspaper. And we have crude imports by domestic refineries jump 151.5% in July, and that's coming from NMDPRA. All right, and still on the Vanguard, we have 2027 presidency, ACF, PANDEF, MBF demand scrutiny of candidates' history. That's on page 26, and it says background checks raise moral issues, but law remains supreme. That's coming from Afenifere.
I think it's long overdue for us to not to look the other way.
Yes.
When it comes to some person's credibility.
Yes.
And then we implement the law when it comes to another person.
Yes.
Law should be law. Nobody is above the law.
Of course.
If the law says provide document A, if all of you must sit for this exam,
yes,
it should be seen to be provided by everybody sitting for that exam. I don't think you can write JAMB exam without providing your NIN, without providing your
registration
document for WAEC and the primary school document.
Yes.
So why should a public officer contesting for a public position not provide the relevant documents? Other contestants' documents are in the public domain. Why is a particular candidate's own being circumvented? Why is it hidden? We need to know. Nigeria has grown to a point where every person aspiring for a public position should be properly scrutinized by the public before getting there. That is the essence of all this. These issues has come up over and over, even while the president was also contesting for the position of governor in Lagos State. Okay. This thing came up. He was taken to court by the late Ganifa Rahim. Up till now, this matter keep reoccurring in every election cycle. So I think it's time we tell ourselves the truth, because the law is law for everybody, not law for some people and others are above the law. No. The law has to take its natural course, because now all regions of the country now are calling for such a thing to take place, that the public office holders must be properly scrutinized by the public, not even by INEC, by the public. Because if, for instance, now I decide to say, okay, I want to contest for a council chairman in my local government, it behooves of me to go and tell my people that, look, I was born here, I grew up here, I attended this school here, this primary school here, this secondary school here, this higher institution here. Then, by the time I do that, it's now left for the public to use their phone and begin to search those places to actually find out if I was there, even in a day.
Yes.
And when they have confirmed that, they will now say, okay, for how long have you been in the public space? Okay, when I finished, I worked here, I've been this.
Yes.
It's also left for them to go and find out if actually I worked in those places before becoming a self-employed somebody. So, under that circumstance, even when they say I worked in this place, that company should be able to give us your background check while you were there. What and what did you do? That is a full investigation of somebody coming to the public. Whether you were sacked or whether you committed a crime, they should also give us that to enable us now know the kind of person that we are going to put in a position of authority.
Yes.
That is what Nigerians are calling for. Okay. So by the time the law is implemented fully, we will now cross the bridge. Because for now, we are approaching a bridge. Because now that the coalition are thinking of a single candidate, it must be a very credible candidate too, if they must defeat a ruling party. That is my take on that.
All right. Well, thank you so much. It's already time for us to wrap it up on the Daily Brief this morning. Don't go away. The platform will be coming your way shortly.